So I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my entire life. And I've also been into costuming since I was probably about 12 or 13 when I went to my first Comic Con dressed in a terrible Doctor Who costume. And then the next year went in a terrible Luke Skywalker costume. And over the years, I've made a bunch of different costumes and a lot of Star Wars costumes. And recently I've got back into costuming. Recently at MEFCC, I put together 3 Mandalorians, 2 for myself and 1 for Jess, so that I could go troop for the first time in probably about 4 years since I built my last Mandalorian. And that's reinvigorated my love for costuming in a way that I hadn't had it in probably about 4 years over since COVID. So I'm back making costumes, and my biggest goal this year is to join the 501st. I met up with the guys out of the 501st over at MEFCC this year, and they were lovely and really kind, and it's really got me in the mood to go back and really fine-tune my costumes and get them ready for 501st approval. So, why am I recording this? Well, when I was looking around for putting together my Django kit, I realized that there's not a lot of content around building Star Wars costumes for the 501st or just for fun. So I decided to get my camera out and start recording my process of putting together a 501st approvable costume, and then probably just a lot of other costumes as I go down the line of backing with the cosplay and having that ruin my life again. And so my Django is done. I'll put a picture somewhere here of what it looked like. It is good. I put it together in 3 weeks. I'm pretty happy with it, but there's a long way to go. Well, actually, I'd say about 80% of the way there. There's a few little details that I need to put together on the gauntlets. The plates probably need to be resized, and there's a few other little bits. In fact, I'll show you now. This is my Django bucket, 3D printed. Number 1, this little blue bit here. That ain't it. Secondly, for the arena jetpack, which is somewhere back there at kit, I need to have a dent in the helmet, so that'll come next. And then I think these bits here just need to be moved ever so slightly down because they're just offset on Django's helmet. Also, the inside of it is an absolute mess, so I need to work on that. But apart from that, maybe pop off this. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look at the CRLs where I'm allowed to have the cheek peeks, but we'll have a look. So this is almost that. This is very close to being done, and so is the rest of the armor. So we're going to work on that. And just for reference, here is my custom Mandalorian helmet. Let's put it on. So this is actually just a Black Series helmet, but it's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about Mandalorians today, apart from Django. So alongside my Django Fett, I'm also putting together a TIE pilot that I'm entirely going to 3D print. And I know a lot of the kits are done out of ABS, but I thought it's not that much armor, and I'm really enjoying building helmets. So we're going to go with a TIE pilot kit, which is maybe the noise you can hear in the background, because I stupidly started to print the TIE pilot helmet just as I was ready to record a video. So this is like an intro to hopefully some more videos that I'm going to make over the next couple of months as I put together these costumes. So let's talk about the TIE pilot. Like I said, I'm going to 3D print the entire thing on my Elegoo Neptune 4 Pro, which is an absolutely amazing 3D printer for anyone that's just getting into 3D printing. I actually started 3D printing in October of 2023, and I've managed to get 3 kits out to what I would say a pretty decent quality, and a bunch of blasters and other bits and bobs as well. So let's talk about it. The files are from Galactic Armory. I think Aaron makes some amazing files. I've used files from all different kinds of people, but I always go back to Aaron for the wide range of files that he manages to put together. I actually just signed up for his Patreon on the specialist tier. It's like $15 a month, and you get a massive amount of content. And funny enough, when I was looking for a TIE Pilot STL, I was going to buy the STL from Galactic Armory on their website, and then I looked at their Patreon, and it was one of the Patreon rewards. So I thought, what a better time to start putting together my TIE Pilot when it's on Patreon. So I signed up for Patreon, and I've got those files printing now. I reckon that I can probably do this in about 2 to 3 spools of film without mistakes. I've already had 1 failure literally on the first print, so it's going really well, as you can imagine. But I'm really excited because I've never really put together an Empire costume ever. Django, Mandalorians, Bounty Hunters, yeah, I've done that before. Jedis I've done, but never like a full-on Empire costume. And weirdly, like, the more I do costuming, the more I want to do Empire costumes. I want to do a TK, I want to do a Sand Trooper, I want to do a clone, all of that good stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this TIE pilot process. So why don't you follow along with my progress, because I'm going to try and keep up with doing these videos and try and make them understandable and helpful for people that are very, very new to this. Like I said, I've been building costume for a while, but this whole world of 3D printing and ISO first approval is new to me. I'm used to just making costumes for fun. So I've now got a strict set of guidelines that I need to be inside. It might go one way, it might go the other. So if you want to see some more, you can subscribe to the channel and follow along with my builds. Until then, I will see you on the next stage of the build. Have a good one.